Rawr, rawr. You are watching Terry Hardin, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer. Rawr. Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining me and you're wondering what the heck are you looking at, this is one of the pumpkins I carved during Halloween. Hi, how are you? Welcome. If it's your first time and you're wondering what the heck were you looking at, I am a diamond of many facets, I will tell you. Terry Hardin, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer. If you are alumni, you know what I say. And if you're watching this after the live broadcast, feel free to comment, and I will love to hear from you. Welcome. How was your Halloween? Was it spooky, scary, wonderful? How did you deal with the pandemic? Did you worry about it? Did you not worry about it? Many of my neighbors put a bowl of candy out front and locked the doors. They were out for a small bit, but the crowds were huge in our area. We didn't have the normal. A lot of times people come to my home for two reasons. One is to get the popcorn. We give full size microwave popcorn for the kids because I believe they should have salt with their sweet. And we also want to make sure, and then they come to see my pumpkin display. And I had quite a display this year, thanks to the many students who flew in from all points. They came from all over. And so a couple of them couldn't take their pumpkins back. Many, if you drove, you could, but if you flew, you couldn't take your pumpkin back. So they were included in my display. So it turned out to be killer wonderful. And I'd like to share with you it's kind of a little bit of highlights of my Halloween month. And if you look at it and it looks exciting to you, excuse me. Last night's food is my breakfast, so forgive me. But anyway, I want you to see what the students did. And then if you want to be a part of it next year, we'll probably start signups a little early. And you're going to need to jump on it because I had my class my live class, which I had 30 positions available, ending up being about 18. We had a couple other people, but they ran into some challenges, which is why I warn you about the class being non-refundable, because I'm buying pumpkins and I'm putting them in, and I'm procuring a few people, like my friend Stephanie Fix, who was a host, and she taking care of the event. And in one of the classes, and then I had another host in another class, and the hosts, I gotta give a shout out to Sharon, to Sharon. Forgive me, Sharon. I'm just like all of a sudden I had a vapor lock, and I'm just gonna say Sharon F. Okay. It's like Fleegu or something, but it's a great name, but I always get it wrong. So I need to just have her tell me about it. But anyway, she's a great girl. She had a class. She hosted a class. We did a demo. We did a virtual class. And I'm going to show you those slides right here and now. But the lion you saw was the one I demoed. I did a demo on my lawn 2 years ago. This worked really well. Last year, I did not do a demo, but I did show people pieces that I did. I had several pumpkins up, and at that time I did Kung Fu Panda and a few recognizable things. But this year I did kind of my own art across the board, just because I wanted to. But my students did a couple that I think you'll really enjoy. So let's take a tour through my students, and then we'll wrap up with mine, because I know you're going to be, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Yeah, what did I do? But let's look at my students. So the first class of to kick everybody off turned out to be my virtual class. Now, the challenge I have with a virtual class is I cannot let you try my tools. I let everyone in my live class practice with my tools. That way, when they go to buy the tools, they don't have to pay another fee on top of already the class. But the reality of it is, in a virtual class, you should probably carve out the $40 for the tool set And if you can do, I have a special with the DVD. If you can carve out that extra 10 to have the $50, it's going to just do you better. Okay. Because you don't have to look around and find tools unless you're a ceramicist and you know what tools I use, then you have them. That's fine too. Okay. But the point is, the virtual class, I can't be there to show you to do certain things. And it does bother me. It seems not to bother you, my virtual students. But here's one from my dear Matt. I'm going to just walk you through some stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I did it again. Yeah, you can tell Terry's tired. There you go. So this one was done by my friend Matt in New York. Last year, Matt became famous with me, and I tell the story all the time because Matt was carving a frozen pumpkin. His wife didn't want him to be carving in the house. She was afraid it was going to get too messy. So she put him out back, and it was really, really cold. It was just above or just below freezing. So his pumpkin was freezing, and he was trying to sculpt it, but he was doing a great job. And here's his latest endeavor while working with me virtually. Then then he did this one. The nice thing is, you see a pumpkin, you get excited, you make something pretty clever, right? And then this one was done by one of my other students, virtual. She said she was a graphic artist. And so you can see how she made it kind of graphic looking. I'm very curious as to her lighting it up and seeing what it looked like lit, but I haven't got that yet. But isn't that pretty? Very pretty. Her first one, she fell in love with the ghost pumpkin, and she did that one. Yeah, now other students in my virtual class have not yet sent me theirs. I don't assume that it's because they didn't like them, but they just get busy. You know how it is, virtual versus live. The next thing that happened is we did this tremendous demo out at the Irvine Park Railroad. Behind me is my dear friend Sabrina. I sold my book. I sold my tools. I sold my DVDs. I think I also sold Haunted Mansion ghost pins, the Hitchhiking Ghost Pins. I think I might have sold those there. I can't remember if I did, but I think I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But I think I did. And there we are at the patch. Behind is the train. I love this photo. Behind is the train. And Sabrina is one of my carvers sitting comfortably behind us. This is Cam. Cam has been with me since age 9. He is now in his 20s. He does things like he does things in a style that I will show you. Here he's cleared off the area of the pumpkin for himself. You'll notice these are giant pumpkins. These are what we're kind of used to carving. And over here in the foreground, you will notice that there is a little bit of scribing going on underneath. That's because Doug Marsh is going to be working on his. So here is Cameron working on his, creating some teeth. We love to do teeth. Here's Doug posing next to him, and you can see that it's a Jack Skellington. So there he is posing with it, and look at the lettering. Remember I told you there was someone who's really good at doing lettering and squiggles and whoop-de-doos around. That's my boy Doug. And here he is with his giant pumpkin, and he's very pleased with it. Even dressed in orange, he sometimes, out festives me, but that's at the demo, and there it is lit. So isn't it beautiful lit? This is one of the reasons that I light my carvings. I teach people to light their carvings because I think the carvings are just beautiful. Doug's been with me a long time. So has Cam. So it's just beautiful, beautiful art. And here I am with mine. This is a gibbon. I decided that I wanted to do something from the Asian culture and the Indian culture, and they both revere the gibbon monkey very highly. And once I did this, people came out from the woodwork at the railroad to take pictures of him and to celebrate him, which was really cute. Really cute. If you haven't seen this one lit, I'll show you him lit. I didn't light him there. Here is Cam's finished. So you can see Cam has a tiki style. People go mad for Cameron. And if I've told you the story about the young child who was 9 and then at 14 had a guy come and buy 4 of his pumpkins at $200 each, there you go. There you go. You can see why they want a tiki. When a person comes over and says they were interested in buying pumpkins from my students, I make sure that they buy your art, not not tell you what to do. Okay. I want you to your art. And so they buy his art. Isn't his tiki cool? Yeah. He's just been doing this so long. He just jumps right in. And it's always his original stuff. He never duplicates. He won't do things from other stuff. He does his thing. There he is posing with it because he's very proud. Yeah, he's the right to be proud. And here it is semi-lit. I'm sure it's lit a little bit better. I know that Doug will send me some pictures of it super lit. I mean, not Doug, because Doug and Cam left it at the railroad. Imagine you're the event planner, the people at the railroad who are the employees and the workers and the people in charge, and we tell you we're leaving the pumpkins for you to have. And so our boy Steve, he was so excited because he said, "What? You're leaving?" Oh, he just was so happy that we left him. So it gave him a draw. This is Sabrina. You notice how she's got this cute little outfit on, and she made a pussycat. So no, the pussycat isn't rotting at the nose. That's actually the back part of the pumpkin, not the stem side. And she's added ears. I want you to see how she has attached ears for her beautiful and lovely cat. And I thought her expression was very cute, which is why I chose this picture of her. But I asked her while she was demoing to spin the cat around, because that's when people went, whoa. So all the people watching our demo out there in Orange County just got so excited. And this is her cat. So there he is sitting on the thing. But look at the back. You see his round little haunchy back and his little tail? Isn't that cute? So that's what gave her the idea to do a pussycat. I also want you to see that she didn't carve the back of the ears, so you got that contrast. And that back, see, isn't that sweet? And there he is, semi-lit. She left him there for him too. There you go, another shot of Jack, unlit. So really nice, huh? Really fun. And then this is Stephanie and I at the railroad. Now, Stephanie Fix and I, we did a class the day before Halloween. The one I told you was the live class. She was my host for the live class. Here we are riding the train at the Irvine Park Railroad, because this is where we got the pumpkins for that live class. And here's her home, where we were going to get together with our students, which is what we did on Saturday the 30th, and everybody got to carve. One of the things that Stephanie came up with, and I agreed, was to put the pumpkins in the yard so people could leap and jump and have a good time choosing their pumpkin. And you can see there's a variety of sizes and shapes. So we told the students to come early so that they could have the pick of the pumpkins. They weren't just there. This is my dear friend Landon. If you guys are TikTok followers, you know he has almost 1 million followers. And if you're one of those million, here he is, this nice special place, special treat for me personally, and for those who, he had to come late because he was so busy. He's actually had flown in from Texas, where he lives, to do, listen to this, Dick Van Dyke's Halloween event on Halloween. So he realized he had a Saturday free, so he came up and did this pumpkin. This is his character. He made this character. It's a zombie character, and his pumpkin is off to his side where he sculpted. So we had a great time visiting, and it's Landon Harvey if you want to follow him on TikTok. He's just fun, just very talented. Here is his pumpkin lit. Thought you'd like to see that. Very cute. It's his zombie character. He's very proud of it. And here we are together posing. He builds ventriloquist characters, but as you can imagine, these are a lot more fun than the classic ones that we see. So it looks really cute here. And this character has detachable arms, and so his character put his arm up here. And then his character has a personal assistant that's a little worm that pops out of the head. So really, really very clever. He's really talented, and he's a great ventriloquist, just very special. Let me just take a moment to make sure that the order of this is right. This is another class, and it is infiltrating where it shouldn't. It's interesting because I don't have a lot from that class now that I'm looking, which surprises me. But bam, I also don't have them lit, so I'm going to have to come back and show you that, but I'll talk about them later. And that was a class that actually was earlier Well, we did the demo, and then after the demo, we did this class. And she did send me them lit, but I don't have it here, so I'm gonna have to do that. But look what she did. She did the man in the moon. Whoops. She did the man in the moon. Isn't that cute? And then her husband did this gruesome character. It had a witch inside one eye and something inside the other eye, and they lit them. So I'll be sure to find that lit picture for you, and you can see it. You can see these are, well, you might not be able to see how these are bigger pumpkins, but that's that one. And then this is my dear friend Linda Rolls. She's an alumni. Look at, she always sculpt things in her style, and I love the way she sculpts. So when I teach a class, you'll notice everything is different, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But here it is, and then here's the nighttime one. Isn't it beautiful? Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. So Linda was very cute because Linda is always saying, I want to sculpt like you. I want to sculpt like you. And she sculpts like her. And that's what you're supposed to do. You can duplicate your teacher, but it's harder to be me unless you're me. Harder to be you unless you're you, correct? So that's why these pumpkins are very special in the way that they do stuff. And now I'm going to show you Stephanie's class, all right? Let's see. I don't have a lot of pictures from Stephanie and my live class, but I do have a few. That's because I hired a photographer. And again, that's why I tell you that it's non-refundable, because besides paying myself, I'm buying pumpkins and I'm taking care of my event planner so that I can be all about you teaching, and I can have a photographer. Now, usually my husband is the one that comes and photographs, and that, of course, is my best match, is my husband. But it was the first day of his vacation, and he came out and shot at the Disney Storybook Mansion. And so I decided that his first day he could have with my little dog, Rocket, and just chill for a bit, just sort of do whatever felt good, like maybe sleep in till past noon if he wanted to. So I hired one of the tribe. And Terry's tribe, this is what we do. We help each other, and sometimes I may just hire you. I'm not going to say it happens all the time. I'm not going to say there's a guarantee there for being part of the tribe. But if I like what you do, I may ask you if you'll do something for me. And in the case of Adam Robeson, I wanted to have him realize his ability as a photographer. He knew he had it. But sometimes the connection has a break in between because you say, why me? So that's what we do in the tribe. We encourage each other. If we have something, and Adam really wanted to do a job that he had more control over, as well as being able to go to a job that he had been laid off from for temporarily. We all knew it was temporary because he's so personable, but he didn't want to take a job somewhere else when he knew this job would most likely call him back. And then he's doing a bad to the new employer. And that's what people of integrity do, don't they? They're like, I don't want to take one job just to turn to them and say, see you, better job came up, bye, leave them in the lurch. Some may do that, but people of integrity don't do that, do they? So he did most of the pictures, and I'll show you some of those pictures later because he had his other job to go to, and I know that he's got to arrange my thing. But the bottom line is I hired him, and one hand washes the other. He helped me. I'm going to help him, right? And that's what's great about the tribe. Now, many of you, I'm hoping, are asking, what is Terry's Tribe? It's on Patreon. And this is how you come and check it out. Patreon.com/Terri Hardin, Patreon.com/Terri Hardin. For as little as $5 a month, yes, full disclosure, it's a membership site, you can be a part of Terry's Tribe. For that $5 or more, you can go to, you have 2 broadcasts I do live before this one. So I do one Monday, do one Friday. Before I do this public one for all of you, we speak on different things because it's a private page. You get the private Facebook page, and then, we do a Zoom call every Wednesday. So it's really great for $5 a month. All you have to do is skip your Starbucks one day out of the month, and you've paid for it. And that helps me with the things that I have to do to get that ready to go. So that's cool. You'll look at the other tiers too. And one of the things I'm planning to do, the $25 tier, which teaches you a class, I'm going to make an alteration in, like, put more up. So don't do you can do the $10 to look into my life, but the content on those is a little bit slower in coming. And I will tell you first as patrons if you want to upgrade to one of those other ones. But right now, $5 a month is fine. I'm very happy. Many do 10 because they think I over deliver, but I digress. You go in, you decide, and join us if you want to be a part of it. Your voice is just as important, and in many cases, more important than my own, because of what you do. But what we did for Adam was we all encouraged him to have a photography business. And guess what? Now he does. So, and we help him I help him with how to negotiate, what you should ask for of your client, what you should limit yourself, all of these things. Cause I've been doing this, for a long time, since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I've been doing this for quite some time. So Patreon helps you if you want to earn a living doing what you love and you have questions about it, then I can answer them. And they're a lot more towards you personally because it's a private channel. Yeah. Understand that you're going to have to take action. Adam took action immediately after I gave him his tips. If you're someone who's going to sit there and groan and then not take action, well, you may not get the results that you want. Okay. You got to take action, but I'll tell you that in there a lot more aggressively than I do here. So again, go here if you're interested. It's really cool. $5 a month on the bottom. So there you go. If you're someone who just wants to keep on track on me, I'm getting better with my website. You just go to my website and all it's really going to be is your email. And then I'll send you some illustrations and designs. You get that for signing up on my website. So there's 2 ways. Okay. And you get to see it. So let's go back, if we can, to these pumpkins. So, yes. Okay. So like I told you, here we have, now I want to tell you right away, these are all beginners from this class. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I want to take that banner down. Those banners are so big. There we go. The Instagram banners are a lot quieter. Okay. So anyway, this is a first-time sculptor. Everyone is a first-time sculptor, and you all know who this is in his little pram. Isn't that cute? Now, one of the things about hiring an event planner is sometimes they are always thinking on how to make it better, better. And my tribe member, Stephanie Fix, she did exactly that. She created a immediate, because people stay at this class. We started at 9. A lot of people didn't leave till about 5. Forgive me. One of the reasons is because they just had a great time. They stopped and ate a little bit. They visited with other friends, and because some people came to pick up their books, some people came just to see the pumpkins in the tribe. We allow them to do that, and we invite them to do that. Not allow, invite. And then they get to see what people are doing. So this lady was very sweet. She had never carved before. And while she was carving it in the daylight, and like I say, you'll see daylight pictures, hopefully Friday. So please come back and join us and subscribe. If this is wacky enough and fun for you, feel free to subscribe. But anyway, this is little Grogu. I don't need to tell you that. But what she said when she lit it up, and it always surprises you when you light it up, that she thought she was going to have to do more carving. But you can see she did a great job at it. She just said, I'm done. I'm not doing anything more. But you can put it in the darkness, thanks to Stephanie Fix. You can put it in the darkness. You can take it out. You can put it in. You can take it out and make your changes accordingly. So next year when we do this class, Stephanie and I have already discussed that she's going to make a dark room. And I really appreciate that from her. Here's a skull by a first-time sculptor. Isn't that cute? She did a great job. This is one of Stephanie's friends, and she did this skull, and she was quite pleased with it. Her mother, I didn't get her mother's one in here, but again, how you like this one? Now, this one is so cute. Look at the pumpkin with the curly top. Look at the pumpkin with the sweet expression. And you'll see the light from the bottom because I teach people to open from the bottom. Now, the chair had a curve in it. You wouldn't normally see that light underneath, but But I want you to just take a look at this little guy. He's really cute. This couple had, I believe it was Derek and Leslie. They both had this pumpkin on their phone, and they just wanted to duplicate him. Now, they had never done this before, and what a challenge is keeping the skin. When you keep the skin, I had to tell them to go very slowly and carefully, because once you break into that skin, you can't put that skin back. But they did a great job, right? Look at how cute these teeth are. This is Leslie's. Yeah. And then here is her husband, Derek's. Okay. So Derek, the same thing. Look how Derek did the eyes. Aren't they fun? Now, he actually saw this pumpkin, another pumpkin carver saw it, and he liked it. He wanted to duplicate it. And that's what you do. You learn the techniques by duplication. But he did make some changes of his own. And that's also considered a cool thing. He was actually sculpting a tongue, but I think he really liked it once he saw it in the light. He liked what the bottom of the mouth was doing and how the teeth are highlighted, And look at the balance between the fiery mouth and the fiery eyes. Clever, eh? Yeah, that's what I say. And you'll get to see them in the daylight. Now, this one is very sweet. This is the Man in the Moon done by a beginner. Isn't that clever? And she wasn't sure she could do it. She actually brought two illustrations, and she said, I'd like to do this one, but if you think I'm too beginnery, I'll do the other one. You got to know, in my class, I'm not going to tell you that you're a beginner and you can't do it. 9 times out of 10, I don't know you artistically. And even if I did, I would never tell you can't do something, because that's just not how I roll. And so I said, which one do you want to do? She said she wanted to do the complicated one. And look how beautifully it turned out. She was shocked when she put it in the dark and lit it up. Just shocked. And that's what happens, is you get so excited and touched. You may not like what you see. She felt pretty good about it when it wasn't lit, but the minute it was lit, magic happens, which is why I'm always encouraging people to that's why when you sculpt like this, I want you to sculpt so that you can create dimension, and you can light it, and it's just different. Okay. If you decide to become a professional pumpkin carver, and you're carving 1,000-pound pumpkins with a sea scene with whales and pirates and steering wheels and all that kind of stuff, as you've seen many carvers do together, that is going to be very difficult to light from inside, or very challenging. Not that it can't be done, but it's usually a time limit. And so I understand. And then many just would rather not light this version, but I like to light this version because I think it's really good for students. Okay. That's just me. How about this little guy? Right? So cute. Yes. Okay. This one's done by Terry's tribe member, Holly Mack. Holly, this is her first pumpkin, but isn't he cute? Now, Holly, when this was in full daylight, said that she maybe should have left some of the rind of the pumpkin, that orange skin on, but I told her no. And now that it's lit, she didn't get to see it lit because she flew in from Denver and had to catch a plane. So she never got to see it lit. So today on the tribe, I showed it to her lit. So, but she did a great job, didn't she? Super, super great job. I said to share it with her children, and maybe she could come out with her children next time. I thought this one was very special. I demoed at the railroad. I just showed you those pictures. This is done by one of the young ladies that I met at the railroad. And you might say, hey, it looks a little simple, a little cute, very wonderful, but her own design, her own sculpting by the amazing Ava, 9 years old. I think she said she was 9. She might be younger than that. But I should say the amazing Ava, the Girl Scout. So Ava, one of the things about my class is you can meet me at 9 or you can come later. Landon came in the evening, and Ava came after her Girl Scout meeting. Her mother, emailed me and frantic because she told Ava she had to, her responsibility was to her Girl Scout troop. She had made a promise, and as a parent, you want to make sure your kids keep their promises. But she was really concerned because Ava was very sad, very excited to take the class. And I just said, come later. So Ava went to her Girl Scout meeting, and then she came and she carved later. As I told you, I'm there till God turns the lights out. That's not to just be catchy, cute, and silly. That is the truth. I am there till God turns the lights out. And in some cases, a lot later. But the point is that She was able to come, she was able to sculpt it, and she lit it. This is it on the porch. We actually gave her an extra pumpkin so she could sculpt with her mother because her dad, Joe, brought her. But she's sitting in front of it, so I'm wondering if her mom even tried it. Or maybe they just didn't have time. You got kids. Your hands are always full, aren't they, moms? So yes, indeed. But I thought you'd like to see Ava. Doesn't she look cute in her purple hair, all ready to go out trick-or-treating and posing by her pumpkin? So I think that this young lady's pumpkin deserves a second. She asked me if there's anything else she could do, and I suggested that she do the fiery eyes. Kids love to punch holes in pumpkins. I don't know why. Maybe you as a parent can tell me why. But I taught her how to punch holes through the eyes, and she just loved that part. So that's little Ava. And I never have trouble with kids. Kids have a strong idea of what they want, and they just do a great job. This is another class. These are slightly larger pumpkins, but you got the man in the moon, and then you've got this crazy character that's got like a ghost or a witch in the eyeball. They sent me them lit, but unfortunately I don't see the picture, so I apologize for that. This is my dear friend, Linda Rolls. She is an alumni sculptor, and this is about your style. So you saw that I have all these different ones, and on Friday you'll see them again. You'll notice, unlike many classes that you may take from, I don't have you do the same thing. Okay, I do this for a multitude of reasons. I want you to do it again. I want you passionate, I want you excited, and I want you to do again. If I ask you all to do Mickey Mouse like Holly did, what if you're not into Mickey Mouse? What if you're not into Disney at all? You may like it, but you're not into it. You don't want to duplicate it. What if you're coming from a different direction? Maybe you want to do a skull, but what if I have you all do a skull and skulls aren't your thing? You see what I'm saying? So what really works for me, it's a little harder for me as a teacher, I won't lie, to have you bring what you want to do and I help you achieve that goal. Okay? That means that I'm spinning plates. I look at your work and how do I help you get to where you're going to go? Then I go to the next person. I can't just rinse and repeat. I have to do it again and again and again, times 17. Yeah. It's nuts. It's nuts. It is. It really is. But I'm an Imagineer. Okay. And Imagineers, this is what we do every single day. So I just apply it to you. That way, if you love doing Mickey Mouse, or you love doing Grogu, or you love doing a skull, or you love doing a Monet type pumpkin, or you love doing those pumpkins you saw with the skin, or you love doing, you see what I mean? That's what I do. That's my job, which is why having an event planner, having someone handle the event like Stephanie was a godsend for me. She made sure they were fed. She answered the door. She made a dark room. Boom, boom, boom. She entertained guests that came to visit. She just was magnificent. She made sure I stayed hydrated, et cetera, et cetera. And this is why that money is non-refundable. Not only pays me, but takes care of your pumpkin. And I share my tools online. I share my tools live. So you get to share my tools first. And, and that way, if you love what you do, you can buy the tools after. And that's what makes the live class. Plus, I'm over your shoulder working with you. And in the case of the pandemic, I wore a mask all the time. Why? Because I am on top of you. I am grabbing your hand and showing you how to carve certain things. Okay. So I wanted to make sure you all felt safe and comfortable. We had plenty of ability to keep people safe, but it was a great thing. It was good. It was really good. So why am I showing Linda's pumpkin to you? Because Linda wanted to sculpt like me, and my stuff is more dimensional, but so is hers. So she tried to carve like I did when she first came with me, and then her style developed. Just like I showed you Cam and his tiki style, Doug and his style. Here's Linda and her style. That's my goal, is to pull out from you your artistic style. And then you get excited, then you get passionate, and what do? My personal goal, you do it again. Now, it doesn't mean that if you take someone else's class, and please feel free to search some of the other carving classes and sculpting classes. Mark, the other judge on Outrageous Pumpkins, he teaches them, beginning and advanced, I understand. I believe he does. And then my friend Dean, he also teaches them as well and also does a live class. So feel free to learn from other teachers because that's what you do, right? You learn from a multitude of teachers. But if you're on the West Coast and you want to come and learn from me, I hope to invite you to do so, okay? Reach out to me, join the tribe. They're the first to know about everything I do, or join my website. Okay, I will get a clue on how to send more updated emails to you. All right. Technology is always a challenge for me, right? Yep. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's show you hers lit. Wow. Isn't that cool? Now, I always feel that Linda's style is kind of stained glassed. You see how she carves, the lines are the heavy part, the dark part, and she goes in to make the light part. She chooses where it's going to be. So here, look at that. Isn't that glorious? So pretty, so fun, so scary. Yeah, so that's her style. And you know, we can tell a Linda pumpkin, and that's what I want for you, is people to look at your pumpkins and go, that's a fill in your name here pumpkin, right? Absolutely. So I thought you enjoy these. I hope you enjoyed some of those. And you're saying, wait, where's yours, Terri? Oh, all right. I'll show you what I was up to on my Halloween. And then we'll look at what you guys have to say, all right? Okay, here we go. All righty. So here are the pumpkins. So Sunday was my day. After teaching those classes, all day I carved. From early in the morning, I did a commission pumpkin. This is it, to carving into the night as a demonstration. All right. So here I did it again. So this is my commission pumpkin. This is a cat skull. Now, she didn't ask me for a cat skull. She just said, please sculpt a pumpkin for me. And I did. And this is my cat skull pumpkin. I'm very proud of it. There he is in close up. And you can see over on one side, there's another cat profile, like a cat. If I had worked on it a little harder, I might have pulled out his little claws in his face and stuff. And then on the other side, the little claw. But it works out good. And she just about cried when she got it, which always makes you happy when someone's very happy with their piece. Here it is in the dark. So nice and creepy. Woo! Has a green tint to it because that was the nature of this pumpkin. I'm going to look for more of these speckled pumpkins because, oh my goodness, what a great pumpkin to sculpt. But now you can see the cat skull over to the side a little bit better. And then I asked my client if she would be kind enough to put it on her porch. Look how her decorations just sizzle. And then there she is with the cat. You can see the claw a little bit better. But that's my cat skull commission pumpkin. Then I wanted to do a jack-o'-lantern because you always hear me on Outrageous Pumpkin go, jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern. You got to know a jack-o'-lantern. So I thought it was about time that I did a jack-o'-lantern for just to demonstrate to people the difference between a jack-o'-lantern and a dimensional sculpture. Not that you don't know it, but you notice that the contestants a lot of times will not do necessarily jack-o'-lanterns. And you go, well, you know, it would have been nice if we saw more cut-throughs because that's a jack-o'-lantern. You've heard the judges say that, right? Well, that's what we say, right? So I just thought I'd try it. You know, it's hard. It's challenging. You have to worry about all these little thin things. The thinner you get, you got to figure out how you're going to execute it. So I wanted to be more, I just wanted to try one. Now you'll notice here that I've put paper towel. See those dots? Brawny. No. See those dots? Well, those paper towels are just because I have a problem with seeing the light source. So when you punch through, and you'll notice I didn't punch through everything. Jack-o'-lanterns are punched through most of it, right? You punch through most of it. You don't have to punch through all of it. All of it's cool. And here he is at night, all lit up. And what I did when I put him on my porch was I dropped the paper towel to hide the light source, and then you can see through to the back of his skull. I thought being this kind of a character would be kind of cool. But anyway, that's an idea. When you have an LED light, not a candle, LED light, not a candle, you can do that because the LEDs don't get hot and they don't set fire to the paper towel. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Got to say that. Here, I did this probably in about a half an hour, which is why she's looking a little rough. But I was sculpting myself like a crazy person I just did it so fast because I was looking for volume. And so this is the scraping technique along the lines of many carvers you saw that did likenesses. I didn't go that far. If I had more time, I'd go into carving closer to make her fiery eyes, to make the teeth more, to play with the different ones. But this was basically just quick. Wanted to do this quick. Vampire Queen. Many people thought she was Maleficent, but I don't remember Maleficent having, And then here's my demo lion. Rawr, rawr. Oh, I'm playing. Anyway, giant pumpkin, and I demoed this one on Halloween night last night. So here he is again, carving to the light. I think I mentioned many carvers carve to the light. Here they are sitting together. And then this one is one I did at the very, very beginning. I carved him. I don't remember why I carved him. Oh, I carved him to have something to show at one of my events. But isn't this decay great? So that's what I'm saying. Put him in a garden somewhere and let him go back to the earth. And there he is. Really fun, right? Here's another one I did. So there he is unlit. There he is lit. And then there is my decaying pumpkin in the back. Look at how he's really going to town now. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I really love that. Here I am at my home demoing the pumpkin. As you can see, the light is inside and I'm carving to the light. And then the other pumpkins are all peppered around the yard. We had people stay outside of the fence and we handed the treats over the fence with a huge platter. And that way we were able to keep social distance. We were all masked because lots of children. And we just thought that was a good idea. And then here I am actually doing the lion, all masked up, doing the lion, wanting people to feel safe. And then here I am taking a picture in the glow of the lion. So you can see that. Yeah, fun. And then here's my porch. There it is, as we're winding up the day. So all the pumpkins sitting there happily. We have Holly's, we have mine, all that sort of thing. Right? Right. Yeah. And I think last time I did show you my gibbon, and my gibbon isn't here either. So I will be sure and show you my gibbon next time. But let's go to you and see how you all are doing. I hope you enjoyed that Halloween walkthrough. That's my month. I also have things that are still pending, like making sure people get their hitchhiking ghosts, making sure that I'm keeping track of that. I still have the Roly Crumb chess set that I'm working diligently on. Very, very, very hard. And, sending good vibes, to everyone out there that's working to do this on their own. I do have a DVD and tools for sale. Very low on the tools. I only have 2 sets left. I had a lot of tool sets and they just went whoosh. You guys were real eager to be out and carving and doing something cool. And I want to thank those of you who came and joined me. Let's say hello to everyone that's here. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Angie. Happy November. Yeah, it's November 1st and I am very happy. You had fun, Sat? Yes, we did. And Michelle was adorable. She really had a good time. And I'm really, really glad you joined me. You did a great job. And like I said, next time I'll be sharing the rest of the student stuff because I think you should see it. Bob says, thank you, Terry. And Stephanie, it was a great day. Indeed, it was. Stephen says, good morning. Almost thought it was an MGM production. I know, right? I don't know what it is about me and animals. I love to sculpt animals. I am an animal nut. And on the pumpkins, you just go, like I did a gibbon this year, and I did this lion, and then I sculpted years ago an otter eating a pumpkin. I like making animals, lizards, birds, dragons, and I didn't get my dragon done. And I have another pumpkin out there. In fact, I have several other pumpkins out there, and I'm going to be doing a dragon. And on Outrageous Pumpkins, when you see those foldable rubber hands, never been a fan of those personally. We don't take points off for that, so don't freak out. But I always am looking for something a little more organic. How's this? Can you believe this? Look at that. Doesn't that look like a hand? Ooh. In fact, I'll put it on camera too. Look at that. Doesn't that look so odd? This is going to be one of the claws of my dragon. And I'm going to do the dragon. And I love that this looks like one hand. And this looks like the other one. This looks like the other claw right here. Isn't that a great branch? It's like a real branch, guys. Look at that. It's a real branch. Isn't that cool? Let me give you more light. See, I like this natural stuff. And, the person, I'll have to say, he, Ray Villafane loves to do scarecrows using this stuff. So I don't know if it's using this stuff, but using organic materials, using natural wood, bark, branches, leaves, etc., etc. So I fell in love with that particular branch. My gardener actually was carrying it, and I said, "Oh, you removed that. Can I have it?" And he said, "Yes." And I put it with my pumpkins. So I'll show you that dragon should I get it done. I have several pumpkins that I'd like to keep sculpting, but lots of work to do, including the Rolly Crump chess set. So that's kind of it. But I thought I'd show that to you. Hi, Tim Gillette. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you. I will work hard to see you Wednesday because I know you're getting ready for your big event. And those of you who want to learn, I think he might just be doing, Tim, are you just doing, I don't know if he's still here, but I will find out if he's just doing his special group together or if he's having people come and learn from him live in Texas. I'll see if I can find that out because I'm sorry, I'm really muddled. I'm really tired. It's just my body is saying to me, why did you broadcast today? Not your fault, but mine, right? Okay. And Ava, good morning, Ava. Hello, Stephen. Dropping the connection. I hope it's not my fault. We have a really strong connection now. Hi, Deanna. Yes, that's you. Did you tell people which one was yours? I don't necessarily say everybody, but did you share which one was yours, Michelle? You should share right now. Share right now. Yay! Yeah, good for you. Good morning. Didn't get to do pumpkins this year. Grr, stupid work. Hate adult life. Well, now you can plan, Michael, because we're going to let people know early so that we can find out how many would like to be a part of these classes. We're making the one with Stephanie smaller, but and that's just because we had 18 people, and we both talked about it and said 20 to give them a real thing. And Michelle, you can chime in on this if you will, about whether or not you could think more people would make it worse. I hope that I gave you enough attention. I don't like to hover as a teacher. I like you to explore what you do, which is another reason I don't have you all do the same thing. Okay. Honestly, if you look at Bob Ross, if you've seen his Netflix documentary, which is rather sad, but if you've watched Bob Ross or been to a Bob Ross class, or you've heard Bob Ross when he was alive, what he taught, everybody's holding up a Bob Ross picture. And in the beginning, that's great. You follow your mentor or learn the techniques if you wish. Okay. Absolutely. You can do that. But then you want to turn Bob Ross off for a while and see how that resonates in you as an artist, and let yourself grow from that. Okay. So that I know you're not another duplicate Bob Ross. Believe me, I don't want duplicate TERRI HARDIN. There's one is enough. But I do want you to have art that when people look at it, they go, oh my goodness, that's Michelle's work. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's Holly's work. That's Linda's work. And with Linda, they're saying that now. It takes time to develop, like Linda and Cameron. It took time for them to get in the niche and see their work was really good, but it's there. And that's what I want. I want to be able to show the different abilities of each and every artist. So I encourage you to take the class. So Michael, maybe you can come and see me and dash that adult life for at least a day. Pumpkin looks so great. Thank you, Ava. And most of those were beginners. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I've never had a failure yet. And I don't think I will, because you guys are just really, really, you put yourself in my hands and you're good. You're just lovely. And if you're scared and you're nervous, you still go for it. And thank that to all you Disney folks out there who suggested that I teach this class in the first place over 15 years ago. Or just go to our local dentist and ask if you have any tools that they are going to throw away. That's for the tiny stuff. Those dentist tools don't really work on a pumpkin, but the bigger ones, which you can find in an art store if you want, but mine are very reasonable and you don't have to think about it if you decide to buy my tools, and you can go to my website to pick them up. Or you can take a live class with me, test them out, take a test drive first. Everybody likes a test drive, right? And then you can decide whether or not you're interested in doing it again. And if you are, then I can't wait to see what you're going to do, because you're just so, so talented, all of you. Grogu, see? Now you know the artist of Grogu. Really nice, huh? Well, your first time, right, Michelle? First time. She has done art before. She's actually done ceramics, she was telling me, but she said additive is what she's used to. So to carve away, she automatically realized if she carved away too much, she couldn't put it back. But will you agree? She did a fantastic job. She did a fantastic job. And for those of you who are saying, what are you talking about, Terry? Grogu? What are you talking about? Let's do one more just for Michelle so you can see it. There it is. There's Michelle's. Now we have her name up and we have her saying Grogu. And there you go. There he is. Isn't he gorgeous? First time. Pretty doggone cool, right? Yep, that's what I say. That's what I say. Pretty doggone cool, girlfriend. I hope you come back. Come back for our next one. Yes. Good afternoon from North Carolina. Good afternoon. Great that you joined us. And I hope you're enjoying this broadcast. It is a little different from Disney. I'm not dissing Disney. I'm not saying Chapek is driving us crazy by taking our money from us. I'm not saying any of that today. We're talking about Halloween, which is my favorite holiday. And I love Christmas too. I do. But Halloween just has a special, it's the time I can teach people how to do stuff. And you know, a lot of the pumpkin sculptors, like you've seen today, have tried to keep a pumpkin, hold a pumpkin, and then sculpt a turkey for Thanksgiving, maybe Christmas ornaments for Christmas. So those of you who are listening, here's what you do today, November 1st. If you want to try this, you have my DVD, you have my tools, etc. Go to your nearest farm, pumpkin patch location and ask them what they're going to be doing with those pumpkins. Some will charge you half price for them. Some will just give them to you. Okay, you show them you're a carver, show them the piece that you did. A lot of times they'll give you a couple for free, and you'll have the opportunity to maybe try and do a turkey or something for Christmas, or just try another monster or whatever. This is the thing that's really cool about being a pumpkin sculptor, is now you can show them your work. Even if you don't show them your work, sometimes they'll let you have them for free. You know, in a market, they usually have a box full of pumpkins that says free. And then you go in and say, how many I can take? And they go, how many can you carry? So that's what November 1st is about, popping over to these farms. If you're an Underwood farm follower and you want to go over there, they have said their pumpkins they do a special sale. I don't know what it is. It could be 50% off, but feel free to go and check and see. And you can have a way to hone your craft without spending money for your pumpkins. Okay? So just a tip from me, just a little tip from me, for those of you who are hanging on here, just a tip so you can do that. Thanks. It was so fun. I was really proud of you. I was proud of you, all of you, actually. Just, you know. And here's Judy. Thank you for doing pumpkin class. I had so much fun. Judy was adorable also. Everyone that was in this class was adorable, did great. And if you didn't see your pumpkin today and you're watching, don't worry. Adam, my photographer, took most of the pictures. And so by Friday, we should have them. So please join me Friday for Ask Me Anything. And if you want to learn about the pumpkins, probably a lot of these beginners are going to be there. And maybe what we'll do is ask them, what did they find great about the class? What scared them before they went? And maybe they will touch on something that you were concerned about that kept you from the class this time, but didn't keep them from it. So that could be it. So I will definitely be back. Yay! She's doing it again. Exactly. So my alumni students, which Michelle is going to be an alumni next time. Judy's going to be alumni next time. So, you know, it's very exciting. Halloween is non-denominational for everyone. I agree, Stephen. That's a really good point. And you just might want to come out yourself, because we had people from all walks of life, and it was really fun. And you are allowed to stop and eat. We encourage that. We don't chain you to your desk and keep you from eating. But you guys, you get excited about what you're doing, and you have a hard time doing it sometimes. So we have that 9 to 10 o'clock hour. In fact, it was funny. From the 9 to 10 o'clock hour, it was supposed to be the 9 to 10 o'clock hour. It ended up being the 9 to the 9:35 hour, because you guys ate your breakfast really fast and then wanted to get started. So we just jumped in, because I have no problem teaching people who come like at 10. They haven't missed anything. I just teach them, kind of makes it a little lighter on me, if it's staggered. But I don't stagger you. Y'all could be there, and then you just be patient, which y'all were. So I'm really grateful to all of you. I want to thank you all for that. You were just the sweetest, sweetest, sweetest you could be. Look at her. She's put pizza up there. That's what we had. We had pizza. Stephanie is one of those event planners that wanted to do some really cool food spreads. But I told her the problem is she would be sad if you guys don't eat them. Okay. And you guys aren't about, you just want to get the sustenance in because you want to keep carving. So pizza really works. So pizza will be the food of the day next time, because you can pick it up, put it by your plate, nibble off it while you're doing what you're doing. Now, I can't carry it with me when I leave. I wait until the evening to eat. But Stephanie made sure I had a big breakfast. So again, if you're going to be one of these people who teaches a class like this live, and you're going to have about 20 people or so, it's nice to have someone kind of looking out for you in the background. Sharon, my chalk walk captain, she, and I think it's Flagen, how you say her name? Fliegen. And she was the hostess with the mostess for her class. So they always helped. They had raffle prizes, fun things to do, really joyful. But you'll even notice that whatever is served, there's always leftovers, because these people you guys, you artists are a lot like me, and you just don't eat. So I say, make it quick, where they can grab a bottle of water, grab a soda, grab something, and have it right at their desk and kind of nosh on it. And pizza really works that way. The macaroni is fun, but that involves a spoon. Meh, meh. You all go meh, and you have plenty of that left over and stuff like that, right? In fact, I love the macaroni salad. Sharon had the macaroni salad. It was delicious. I loved it. But you don't have to do pizza. Sharon actually in her class did wraps. Those worked pretty well. But again, people just want something quick, So, and she saw that. Stephanie saw that. She, I think in the back of her head, she did a real good estimate on food, but we still had a lot left over. And that's because, why? Need I say more? It's just, and that really touches me. Okay. I know you should be eating as I should be, which I told Stephanie, honestly, make sure I got a good breakfast. And she did. She made sure I had a nice, good breakfast. And I actually got a cup of coffee, which I don't drink a lot of coffee, but I got some coffee. I don't know how to make coffee because my husband makes the coffee. And you've seen him with I should show you that one time. He's all about the process. But luckily there was somebody who knew how to make coffee in a pot with the granules and the water and everything. Thank goodness, because I drink tea, as you all know. So there you go. So, thank you, Michelle. Terry, are you going to be at Walt's Barn this month? Yes. Wow, Ava, did I pay you to do that? Finally, before I go, November 21st, I will be at Walt's Barn hawking my book. Well, maybe not hawking my book. But if you'd like to buy the book, Giggling Pumpkins, which is doing very well, 300 copies in 3 weeks. I illustrated it. It's a darling little book. I'm so proud of it. And it's doing quite well. Here is an ad from the ice cream store in Indiana. This woman did a great display. There's a pumpkin that I sculpted right next to it. I did one of the fairies in it, and she bought that fairy and put it next to there. And then there's the Giggling Pumpkin book. So a book that I illustrated, and my friend and author wrote, and I'm going to do live signing there at a special price. So if you buy it online, it's $23.99, and if you buy it in person with me, it's $20. So come on out to the barn and get the trifecta. What is the trifecta? You get to go and see Walt's actual barn with there's actual stuff inside, and then the combine car that Carolwood Foundation restored with the help of many of us artists doing events with them. And then you get to talk trains. So if you're someone who loves Disney, but you love trains more, or you kind of like Disney and you love trains more, or you just love trains, or you're Walt Disney and you've never been to the barn at Griffith Park, this is your chance, November 21st. November 21st. I'll be saying it more as the weeks come by, but come see me. A lot of times you'll have a legendary Imagineer sighting. So you'll get to, you never know who you're going to see there because they like trains too. So come and join us and see it. It's free. I don't think they charge an admission. I don't know, but I don't think so. And then they ask for donations, and they have a little store where you can buy books and do things and all kinds of fun stuff. But my point is, come out on the 21st. Ava, how sweet of you. Thank you for helping me remember that. So kind of you. I think we'll be down in, so we'll plan and stopping by and seeing you. Please do. I'd love to see you, Ava, and all of you come in. And if you have something that you've bought of mine and it's not autographed, you are welcome to bring it to the barn and have me do that too. Okay, so just a thought. I'll also, I think, sell my Hitchhiking Ghost Pin there too. A lot of you have been saying, Terry, you're not selling the pin. I really am. It's on the website. I mean, it's on my store, on my website, online store, terrihardin.com. Then you go click on my online store and it's there. But there is no special price for it. It's the same. But feel free. The difference is you can buy it through my friend Josh, and he's got a great price too. We don't compete. We love each other very much, but I sign the back of mine. So, but if you bought it from Josh, you can always bring it to me and I'll sign it still. Okay. So there you go. All right. Okay. I love you guys. Look at this. We did a great job today. Just a little over an hour by 1 minute. This is about what I want to do for the Monday broadcast, is keep it between 40 minutes and an hour. I hope you enjoyed this today. Please subscribe if you like my crazy brain and how it works. A lot of times it's all things Disney. I'm not going to lie. We also talk about Marvel. We also talk about Star Wars. Back and forth. I have the Ask Me Anything Fridays all the time. Sometimes I miss, but most of the time I'm here. So I love to have you come back and join me. Subscribe to the channel if you wish. Join my website if you want to. Become a Patreon. Your voice is very, become a member of the tribe. Your voice is very special to me. So I love you guys. Do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. Know that from my heart, I love you all. I'm so proud of every student who trained with me. I'm proud of every person who tried something new. You're rock stars, and I hope you will continue. I know you will. I know most of you are going to continue because you bought the tools. But my heart goes out to you. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm going to try to rest a little bit today, but there's a lot of cleanup to do. We basically just shut it down at 9 o'clock and did the best we could. And now we're going to go and say, let's evaluate the pumpkins, whatever, and move forward a little bit. But wow, so hugs and loves to you. Be well. Take care. Thank you for the hearts, you sweetheart, you. And I will see you soon. Okay. Bye for now. And I'm going to keep waving because I have to work my way up to the in-crop broadcast button. So